What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, coming at you today with something a little different than the daily trade review. I just posted a video showing how I built my volume momentum scanner and how I incorporated into ThinkorSwim, and figured I would make a video showing my low float scanner that I use in ThinkorSwim. Even though if you use ThinkorSwim, you know that ThinkorSwim does not have a way to scan for low float, but there is a workaround, somewhat of a workaround, and that's what I use in this scanner that I made. And I just posted this video, but I had to redo it because I noticed something when I went back and started watching it. So let's go ahead. We're going to pull up ThinkorSwim, and in the previous video I had my camera turned on right there, and with the camera turned on, it was blocking when I was creating the watch list and when I was creating the message screen. So I figured I'd remake it. It's just as easy as to remake it as opposed to trying to tell what I was doing right there. But this is my setup for ThinkorSwim when I am looking for trade ideas in the mornings. It has my pre-market watch list, which I'll go between my pre-market watch list and my option scan watch list. This is daily ideas, where I drop my daily ideas, just as simple as holding that down and dropping it in there. So that's that one. This is my calls watch list, my puts watch list. So nothing in there right now for those plays, but these are the charts that I use: 5 minute, the hourly. This gives me my short-term bias. 4 hour and daily gives me my long-term bias. And that there is what I use when I'm trading. So it's that simple. While I'm looking for ideas, I'm on the charts. When it's time to trade, I click flexible grid and boom, set up. Still got my watch list there. Active trader window right here. Time and sales right here. News. And then for trading, I'm using the 1 minute, the 5 minute. That is my real short time frame. And then over here, we got the 15 and the 30. I use these to find trends and also price action points. So that's what those are for. And that's my setup within ThinkorSwim. I got 3 monitors. The monitor to my left has my thumbnail watch list. Monitor to my right has my options log to figure out what contracts I want to buy. But we're going to switch over to where you create your scanners at. And in that, you just go up to scan. Boom. So you hit your scan. It's already set to stock hacker, which is what you want. Right now, it has the filters set for my pre-market volume, basically a gap scanner. Gap scanner is very, very simple. All you scanning for or filtering for is the price range you want to be in. Pre-market, you don't want to see much volume because it's pre-market. And then your percent change. What really makes the difference is your watch list over here. You want to be able to sort this scan by either percent gained or by dollar gains. So most momentum scanners are going to scan it based on percent change. And then most pattern traders will scan it based on dollars. And that's where you hear dollar gainers and dollar losers. They're scanning it based on the dollars gained, dollars lose. But let's go ahead and build this low float scanner in ThinkorSwim. Let me. All right, there we go. So we're going to remove these, and you'll see, and I'm going to remove them just so you see how to add them. But I really could keep them there because we're going to use those same ones just with some different numbers in it. But once we clear it, the first thing you want to do is come to add. We're going to add, and we're going to do last. We just saw it. And for this one, let's go 50 cents to 25 cents, or $25. I'm sorry. And if you look over there, here, you see matches. It's 8,500 stocks out there right now. Once you do that, we're still at that 8,500 matches. And then we're going to add another filter. This one here, we're going to filter for volume. And now we want the minimum to be 1 million. If you remember in the pre-market, we were only looking for like 15,000. It was pre-market, so wasn't going to be much volume. We were just looking for the gap. Now we're looking for some volume. We want to see that some people are trading it. So we want at least a minimum of 1 million. And now you see we're at 1,600 on that one. Next one we're going to add is another stock. Here is where the debate is at. We're going to go to shares. And we're going to say that we're looking for a maximum of, let's say, 35 million. So this is saying that we want a maximum of 35 million shares. Not to be confused with float, but at the same time to know that float has to be under this 35 million. So if we're looking for shares at a maximum of 35 million, by default, float will automatically be below that. So we could say 25 million, just so that we know, because most people like to see 25 million float they consider that a low float. But I'll do 35 just to kind of catch some stuff in there as well. So that's the third one. And then we're going to add one more. We'll add one more, and we just saw that one. That was percent change. And this is just saying that the stock has changed plus 3%, not 300, plus 3%. So now you see that we've dwindled that 8,500 down to at least less than 1,000. We know that much. But let's scan it and see how many we found. So we've taken it from 8,500 down to 26. That's manageable. That is manageable. And now what we'll do is save this watch list, or not this watch list, I'm sorry. We'll save this scan. So we'll save it, and I put a £sign in front of everything just so it takes it to the top of my watch list. And we'll call this one low float, even though we know technically it's not low float. We'll call it low float. Save. All right. So now, once we've done that, I'm going to bring back up our charts. Come back over here to charts. And we'll make a watch list for that low float. So we just come here, add a gadget. We're going to add a watch list. Let's come here, go to our low float. So that's the one that we just created. But let's customize these columns. That's not the columns I like to see. So I'm going to come to customize. I don't want to see the bid. I don't want to see the ask. Symbol is good. On mine, I changed these to market price. I want to see what the market price is. That's telling me during after hours and pre-market price. This is just telling you where it closed at. And then net change, I usually change that to market change. But for now, we'll keep that the same. But we do want to add volume because I like to see what the volume is. We'll add shares. Again, knowing that this is not float, but overall shares. And we're going to add one more that we didn't add to the volume momentum. Uh-oh. We're going to add that right there. Hard to borrow, easy to borrow. Because I think that's kind of important too. So this is what we're going to see. Last price, net change, volume, shares, and whether it's hard or easy to borrow. And we'll click OK. And there we go. That is our watch list. And then it's just a matter of sizing your columns how you want them so that you can get all your numbers in there. And now you can sort this however you want it. You can sort it by ticker name. You can sort it by the net change. You can sort it by your volume or your shares. We'll sort this one by volume. And one thing that if you notice, a lot of these stocks were stocks that were being traded over this past few days. One other thing that you need to do if you want to link this to your charts, if you see, I have all my charts set to number 1, which is the red one. So you just click this little link, click red. Now, if you click a stock, it is going to populate it on the chart. But let's go through and just take a look at some of these. LGVN, if you were day trading and didn't take a trade on this one, you weren't really day trading. I did take one trade on this the first day, flat trade. Got in at $9.30. It had popped. I moved my stop to break even and it came back and stopped me out. I didn't take any more trades. But look how clean this thing was trading in this channel or this uptrend that I got on the chart. It was coming right up to it, coming back down, kind of broke out there, came back down. So this would have been a fairly clean and easy trade, but it's on the low float. Let's check out HUSN. We see HUSN popped at the open. Nice move at the open. TKAT, it popped later on in the day, Friday. GFAN made a decent little move off the open. WEI, nice move off the open that we can see up on the hourly chart. SGBX, another one that popped off the open, sold off. BLBX, that one gapped up and just sold off. Actually, no. If you look at the hourly, it popped pretty good, but sold off fairly quick. But if you notice, this is giving you some good trades, some good stocks that were in play on Friday, which was yesterday. DATS, another good one. THCA, that one went $1.25 in the morning. Let's scroll down. ISIG, that one popped in the afternoon, $2.50. SOPA, about 55 cents in the morning. So you see that this is actually giving you some viable opportunities to get in some good trades. But we're going to add one more thing to this side over here to make this even better when we're trying to find our ideas. And that's going to be a message center. So we're going to come here to add, and we're going to add the message center. And what the message center does is alert you anytime something hits your watch list if you turn it on. If you turn it on. So to turn it on, you just come up here, click that, tell it to alert when scan results change, click that. So whenever a symbol is added to your low float watch list, it's going to alert you and it's going to put it in this message center. So we'll click create. We just got alerted and it's telling us that it added all of these symbols to it because it did just add it. But when the market is open, when it adds one, it will alert you and tell you that it added that one. So you can either have this sorted and then scroll and look for that one, or let's say that it just popped up and it told us that, let's say LLL was just added. You could just come up here and type in LLL, and there you have it on your sheet, have it on your charts. We see LLL didn't pop until almost end of the day, but it is on our low float watch list. So hopefully you got some value out of this video. If so, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. I enjoy making videos like these. Definitely enjoy reviewing my trades every day. But definitely think about subscribing. And if you do subscribe, click that notification bell and click all. That way you are notified whenever I post a video such as this or I do my daily reviews. And on that note, we're going to wrap this one up and we will see you on Monday. Peace.